So hello again everybody. For those of you who don't already know me, I am Radu Horoiu, Professional Services Engineer at Infinet Wireless. Thank you very much for joining today's webinar. We also have a new banner behind me. I hope you like it. Today we are going to talk about the Infinet Wireless Ecosystem and the benefits that it brings to our customers. Basically, the IWA ecosystem is a set of products and services that can be imagined as an umbrella system which has an enveloping effect. It was created so our customers can quickly access any information or tool they need, from product specifications to network planning or management tools. In this slide, you can see which are the main components of the IWA ecosystem. I will give you more details about each of them in the following slides. Although it might seem quite complex at first glance, the idea behind the ecosystem is quite simple. Basically, it offers you comprehensive support at any stage of your project, from concept to deployment, and from the installation of a single link to the maintenance of your entire wireless network. Our aim at Infinet Wireless is to give you the best possible assistance so you can your wireless systems very quickly and with the least amount of effort. So let's take a closer look at the elements that the IWA ecosystem consists of and see the benefits that each of these components can bring you. And the first component that I'd like to talk about is the IWA Passport, which I know many of you have been looking forward to since a long time ago. Because we as a company are developing at a rapid pace and the amount of services that we offer keeps growing year on year, we have acknowledged that the importance of creating a single unified account has become crucial. Now, probably many of you are already using multiple Infinet services like InfiPlanner, Service Desk, RM, and so on. And obviously having such a great number of different accounts is very inconvenient. But now the IWA Passport solves this problem. By using this account, you will be able to connect to any Infinet Wireless online service from one place with a single username and password. At the moment, the IWA Passport works only for InfiPlanner and IWA Academy, but in the near future it will merge the accounts for all the existing Infinet online services. The next ecosystem component is the Infinet Wireless Academy, or IWA Academy, which is an educational portal where you will find all kinds of useful information, such as the events calendar, which will show the schedule for the upcoming webinars and instructor-led training courses, the online courses, lots of videos, screencasts, and recordings of past webinars. And of course, on this platform you can also find a lot of technical documentation about the Infinet Wireless products and services. IWA Academy is already available on our website at infinetwireless.com, and as I mentioned earlier, it is integrated with the IWA Passport. Here it looks like. Let's take a look at the events calendar, for example. You can see that right now the upcoming events are a marketing and sales course in June and the technical course in October. Both will take place in Ekaterinburg, and from this platform you can enroll into any of these courses if you want. Next, I want to show you the online courses, which will not be a substitute for the traditional hands-on trainings, but they will allow you to learn some basic things about our products and services. At the moment, we only have one interactive course about InfiPlanner, but the platform is still under development. It has just been created, so you can be sure that there will be much more content in the future. And as I also mentioned before, you can already find a lot of useful documents in the IWA Academy portal, like product portfolio, corporate presentations, application notes, white papers, and so on. But in the future, we plan to make our entire documentation available through IWA Academy, including the user manual, so you will have access to more information from only one place. Moving on to the third component of the ecosystem, which is the InfiPlanner. I suppose that most of you are already familiar with our planning tool, so I will only point out the newly introduced features. So in addition to the point-to-multipoint module that we have added last year, it's now possible to download PTMP reports in a PDF format. Until recently, the PDF report was only available for the point-to-point module, so it is important to know that this feature has been added to the point-to-multipoint module as well. And another important feature that many of you have insisted on is the possibility to import CSV files with site coordinates in InfiPlanner. Well, I have great news for you, because this feature has been added to the point-to-multipoint module and it works very well. In this screenshot, you can see where the CSV import button is located within the main menu window, and right beside it you also have an information button. If you press it, some instructions will be displayed. Just a second. If you press this button, some instructions will be displayed showing you how to prepare the CSV file. And you can also download a sample CSV file from here to make things even easier. I'm sure that you will find this feature extremely useful, especially when you must design large networks with hundreds of nodes. Now you can import as many sites as you want with just a few clicks, instead of adding them one by one as before. A few weeks ago, I received some usage statistics from our InfiPlanner development team, and honestly the numbers are really impressive. So more than 3,500 InfiPlanner accounts have been registered, almost 75,000 point-to-point links, and more than 1,000 point-to-multipoint links have been created. So it looks like we have a lot of InfiPlanner fans out there, and we're really happy that you like working with this tool. And just a reminder, I want to mention again that InfiPlanner is already integrated with IWA Passport along with the IWA Academy, so please keep in mind that you can use the same credentials to access both these services. The next essential component of the IWA ecosystem is our element management system, namely the InfiMonitor, which has been available for a few years, and most of you are probably quite familiar with already. During last year, InfiMonitor has received a few important updates. It now has a northbound interface, which allows InfiMonitor to interconnect with higher level NMSs like HP, OpenView, Zabbix, and others. Also, it's now possible to create a backup server and even update the system in offline mode for the situations when InfiMonitor is installed on machines which have no access to the internet. But also, we are fully aware of your other requests for additional features that should be implemented in InfiMonitor. So we are working on a brand new InfiMonitor platform that will be called InfiMonitor Next. In this screenshot, you can see how the new interface will look like, but not only the interface will be new, there will be a lot of new features as well, like new rules and alerts, a dashboard, device grouping, management, and many others. It will be possible to configure any Infinet node directly from InfiMonitor. You will be able to upload configurations, update firmware, and so on. So basically, we will do a complete overhaul of InfiMonitor, making it much better than the current version. We cannot say exactly when InfiMonitor Next will be released, but what I can tell you for sure is that our developers are working hard to make it very good and to bring to you as soon as possible. Moving on to one of the most valuable components of the IWA ecosystem, which is our technical support team. These colleagues of mine are always ready to assist you with any issues you might encounter during the design, installation, configuration, or maintenance of the Infinet systems. The support cases are easy to open and follow via Service Desk, which is available on our website. Our team can even connect to your network remotely to perform troubleshooting. And to top it off, our staff works really fast. They are always doing their best to solve your issues as quickly as possible. So please don't hesitate to contact the Infinet support team at any time. And last but not least, we have the CRM, which is also a key component of the Infinet Wireless Ecosystem. The CRM application allows you to easily place orders and track them. There is also a mobile version of the CRM with limited functionality, but for the future we plan to redesign the CRM platform and unify the desktop and mobile versions. In conclusion, I think that all these components will be complementing each other, and I hope that this synergy will experience of using the Infinet Wireless products and services as smooth and as pleasant as possible. We know very well that in real life wireless network integration and the maintenance is not an easy task, so we are aware that nowadays it is essential to be supported by the vendor, and that's why we are always doing our best to give you all the support that you need. With only one step you can access the IWA ecosystem and start enjoying its benefits. You can do it either by visiting our website or simply submitting a request to our support team. So please don't hesitate to contact us at any time. This brings us to the end of today's webinar. Thank you so much for your time. Now if you have any questions related to the topic, I'll be more than happy to answer them. So please write them down in the chat section and I will answer them one by one. Thank you. The first question, the Infinet Academy is only for resellers? No, I think not. It will be for actually there will be some information available only for some people, but largely the documentation will be available to, and the online courses, I think that they will be available for everybody, and just some sensitive documents will be available only for our partners and for the Infinet team in general. The next question, in case of point-to-multipoint, does InfiPlanner display different sector in different colors or still in the same color? The sectors are still displayed in only one color. So yeah, I think it could be able to use different colors to display different sectors. So I will forward this request to our development team for InfiPlanner. Next question, can we view results of various links in a single page? One page for 10 links, for example. Yeah, I think this question is also about InfiPlanner. So yeah, from what I know, for both point-to-point and point-to-multipoint, there is the possibility to view different links in the same page. For point-to-point, I'm sure that this is possible. You just have to click, if you put the mouse over the links in the top left corner of your window, of your InfiPlanner window, you will see that each link has a small checkbox right beside it, and if you check that box, the links will be displayed side by side and you will be able to do a comparison between them. And for the point-to-multipoint, you still have the possibility to display many of the links into the same window. It's I think it's all links is called the feature. There is a button in the top right corner, I think, with all links, and you press that button and then you will have all the links displayed in a list. So next question, is there a feature to export map result of InfiPlanner to a PDF file so we can see all the connections of sites? Yeah, actually you have the possibility to export a KMZ file, and then you can view the file either in Google Earth or in InfiPlanner, and there you will see all the connections. So you go to the top of the page, open the main menu, and there you have export to KMZ, and that's how you can export all your connections and then view them in Google Earth or InfiPlanner. Next question, CSV file works like how the KMZ file work when you try to import or export file from InfiPlanner. Yeah, so CSV works different from KMZ because you only can import KMZ files that have been previously exported from InfiPlanner, so you cannot import any KMZ file. But in case of the CSV, you can import any CSV file as long as it is prepared, so the information is put correctly into that CSV file. You can import it with no problems as long as you have no mistakes in it. You just have to download the sample file, look at inside that file, see how the information like coordinates, name and so on have to be input in that file, and afterwards you will be able to import it with no problem. Okay, so my colleague Bogdan, which is also connected to help me here, has said that new colors for the PTMP sectors will be added soon. So thank you, Bogdan. I didn't know this information, so there you have it. We are already aware of this problem, and different colors will be used for the different sectors in the PTMP module quite soon, I think. The next question, same page for PTP and PTMP for InfiPlanner. I'm not sure about this. So far the modules, the PTMP and PTP modules are completely separated. It is, as also Bogdan said, it is planned for the future to merge these two platforms, but at the moment they are still completely separate. Next question, again about the KMZ file upload into InfiPlanner. The functionality is still limited. You cannot upload any KMZ file. It must be previously exported from InfiPlanner. So for this functionality, we have created the CSV import. So you can import your sites from a CSV file. You can always get an online converter and convert your KMZ files into CSV or something like that, and it's quite easy to go from KMZ to CSV and then import your sites into InfiPlanner. Next question, is there any way to name a base station or CPE in a CSV file before import? Yes, of course. The CSV file also contains a name column, and please go to InfiPlanner and download that sample CSV file, and there you will see all the information, the coordinates, the name. I think you can also input the part number of the Infinet unit, but so far for me the part number didn't work, but I guess our colleagues from our developers from InfiPlanner will solve this issue as soon as possible, but for sure the name and the coordinates works without problems. I have tested this yesterday, so you can try it, and I'm sure that most probably it will work. Next question, what is the meaning of CSV? CSV means comma separated values. So it's basically it's a file that contains a lot of information separated by comma, so a lot of names, coordinates and so on, any information, and the values are separated by commas. That's it. It's as simple as that. Next question, InfiPlanner does not accept some name types. Yeah, I wasn't aware of this problem, so yeah, I will try it myself. I will write down this issue. I will try it myself and then forward it to our developers. If InfiPlanner indeed doesn't accept these names, I will ask them why and maybe fix it if it's a problem. Next question, what is the link for the training course online? You just have to go to the site to infinitewireless.com, and in the Our Services section you will find IWA Academy, And then you can access the IWA Academy platform, and there you will be asked to sign in. And to sign in into IWA Academy, you just need the credentials that you have used for InfiPlanner. If you have previously created an account for InfiPlanner, those same credentials will work, as I mentioned in the webinar, will work for IWA Academy as well. And inside the IWA Academy, you will find the online courses that you are looking for. As I mentioned before, there is only one online course available so far about InfiPlanner. It's quite useful actually. You can use it to, if you haven't used InfiPlanner before, you can use that course to get acquainted with the features of InfiPlanner and learn how to use the basic functions. Yeah, so I've noted the issues about the site names. Yeah, I know that it's hard to rename the sites one by one. Maybe try, I don't know, if it doesn't work with site 1, site 2, maybe try some different names, and maybe those will work. I have tried various different names for base station SCPs, and they worked very well for me. Okay, so next issue about the regulatory domain. Yeah, so far we only have the worldwide regulatory domain. I think this feature is still under development. Maybe in the future there will be the different regulations in different areas of the globe will be input, so you will be able to have the EIRP limitations, to have them available into InfiPlanner, and they will be taken into account when you design your links. This is another important topic that I will discuss with the developers of InfiPlanner. Next question, import the CSV file into InfiPlanner. Is there some template? Yes, as I mentioned a few minutes ago, if you go to the main menu of InfiPlanner, there you have import CSV file, and right next to the import button you have a small information button, a question mark button, and if you press that, then you will be given some instructions and also the possibility to download that template file that you are talking about. So there is a template file inside InfiPlanner, and you can find it by pressing the information button. Next question, is it free or is there any cost involved for the training? The online courses, of course, are included in the IWA Academy platform, and from what I know, so far they are free. Actually, the only course that we have about InfiPlanner is free, but the instructor-led trainings, the offline training, the hands-on trainings that we make are obviously they are not free. In general, the information that you find on IWA Academy, so far it is free. I don't know if it will still be free in the future, but we will give you this information along the way as we develop the IWA Academy. Next question, is there a way to simulate building in InfiPlanner? No. So InfiPlanner only uses the information from Google Maps, so it only has information about elevation, and also it takes the climate zones, the climate conditions into account, but buildings, no. This tool is a simple tool that only gives you a general idea about how you must place your units to create your links, but the more advanced radio planning is done using more advanced tools like the Mentum Ellipse from InfoVista, for example. So InfiPlanner, I don't think it will incorporate building information in the near future. Yeah, so about the cost of the trainings, you can contact our business developers, like Bogdan said, and they will give you all these informations. So I see that there are no more questions. So thank you once again for your time, and hope to see you again during our next webinar, which will be next month.